Hi, I'm Anne. This is Hector. We are back to review number 139 on the Rotten Tomatoes Essential 80s Movies list. Flashdance from 1983.
This is gonna be a bad video.
Well,
because the movie's bad. That's why.
The plot is a little thin and a bit far-fetched, but let's get into it. It's about...
Okay. There's not much to get into, but
it's about...
I'll dive right in.
An 18-year-old female welder.
Yeah.
Named Alex.
Of course, she's named Alex.
Who moonlights...
Yes.
As a bar dancer.
Anything else?
That's pretty much it.
There you go.
And,
review over.
Not quite. Alex lives alone in a giant warehouse.
Look, wait, hold on. The whole thing, I mean, it's her character, it's far-fetched, really. It's like a fantasy land. She's 18 years old. She's a welder. I mean, great, female welder, but at 18, really?
Yeah, where did she get this training?
Yeah.
They don't delve into that.
She lives in this giant warehouse. You don't know anything about her parents. I guess they're dead. I don't know.
I remember her talking a little bit about herself, but I don't remember any of her backstory. She's kind of a mystery girl. And
yeah, I didn't pay enough attention
I guess she taught herself to dance and she taught herself to weld. I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah. And, I mean, maybe it would have been more believable with a different actress. I don't think Jennifer Beals has enough edge to pull off this character. It just isn't believable. She seems too, innocent. Our daughter, we have an 18-year-old daughter. She has more edge than this girl. I could see her as a welder, kind of.
Yeah.
She's got a little edge.
No.
Jennifer Beals, no. And so it's not, it just doesn't come across as really believable.
No. And then she starts...
It is based on a real person. But I didn't do the research, so I don't know if she was an 18-year-old welder. I do know she was given a $2,300 check for her story, and this movie made $150 million.
I think they fudged the numbers. I can't believe that. Either that or
it was a different time, I guess. I don't know.
I
mean, and the dancing. So she's a dancer at a bar.
No, well, hold on. But you don't have anything invested in her.
No, that's
nothing.
True.
You're not invested in her character at all. At least I wasn't. She was very boring. So she's a dancer at some bar, which okay, and it's stupid. It's that interpretive kind of dance.
Well, it's leg warmer dancing. Any of you who lived through the 80s, you remember leg warmer dancing?
I don't remember leg warmers.
I'm sure you do.
They need to bring leg warmers back.
There's a psychological study in this. And
the leg warmers.
What is it with you and leg warmers? I think 10, 11-year-old Hector saw these girls in the leotards and leg warmers and thought, wow, that's for me.
I was very mature for my
and
age.
It's stuck with you.
I don't see anything wrong with leg warmers. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
don't read anything into that. That doesn't mean a thing.
Leg warmer dancing is terrible.
Well, yeah, leg warmer dancing's terrible.
It's you remember Saturday Night Fever, the sequel was Staying Alive, and it was John
bad.
Travolta doing leg warmer dancing.
Yeah,
not good.
No.
Anyway, this movie's full of it, chock full of it, and it's not good. It's like this weird blend.
No, you're right. It isn't good, but you're more invested in her friend, that blonde girl.
Not a dancer.
No, she was an ice skater. But she was going out with the comedian guy, whatever his name is.
Who also cooked at the bar where they worked. The friend was a waitress. Her name was Jeannie.
Okay. Jeannie.
She was a waitress at the bar, an aspiring ice skater.
Yeah, and Jeannie's dad was a jerk.
Yeah, her family was.
Yeah, they were not supportive people.
Well, they did show up to her skating thing.
But, I think he was expecting her to fail. I thought he said something. It doesn't even matter. She does fail, and you feel for her. Because her family's, they're just a bunch of jerks.
Well, frankly, you know more about her.
Yeah, you do.
And that actress could emote.
Yeah. Yeah, she was better. Her comedian boyfriend wasn't that good, though.
No.
Told a lot of Polish jokes. I guess they were big at the time. I don't remember. But that's all he told, right?
No, he told other jokes, too, but those were prominent.
Yeah.
So other characters in this film are Alex's boss / dad boyfriend. Oh my gosh, he's like twice her age.
He's divorced,
and it's uncomfortable to me.
He's got curly hair. He's kind of tall.
Yeah, I don't know. Ugh.
Yeah, you know what though? There was a really just ridiculous scene. He took his wife to some art thing or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
His ex-wife, I'm sorry.
It was a benefit?
Sure. So he takes her to this art thing, and somehow Alex sees them.
Because she's there too with her old lady mentor.
Oh, I forgot about that lady. So anyway, he sees her with a blonde woman.
She sees him with a blonde woman.
I don't know. She sees him with a blonde woman.
Yes.
I've been drinking a little bit.
Okay. You don't need to tell everybody that.
So she sees
First
her.
First the leg warmers, now that. It's off the rails.
She sees him with the blonde woman. She goes to his house, breaks a window. The next day they're arguing about it on the job site. And there are all these iron workers, I guess, having their lunch? I don't know. They're all piled together, obviously, to look like an audience, right?
Yeah. It looks like they were eating.
Yeah. And so they're arguing, but then, of course, they make up. And the most powerful thing happens. The most powerful scene in the whole movie to me was these iron workers start cheering and applauding. Because if there's one thing... No, this is true. Steel workers, they're the most romantic, kind of people. I mean, they're hopeless romantics, really. Have you ever been to a steel company?
I never have.
They got romance novels strewn all about.
Have you ever been to a steel company?
Yes, I had when I was a painter. I had to paint one.
Oh,
yep.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and you'll never believe it. Those guys, they're the most romantic people. And I have to say people. It's mostly men, but there are some ladies that work there. I don't know how romantic the ladies are, but those guys, they love a good love story.
They did.
It was crazy. It's just crazy.
I guess based on that one scene in the movie, you might get that impression.
It's 100% true.
Absurd. And
no, it's all true. I've seen it with my own eyes.
I mean, but really, what else happens? I mentioned the old lady who was her mentor. Yeah. Obviously, this 18-year-old girl has no one else in the world but lives in the same city with this old lady that she goes to visit all the time, and she doesn't live there. Why? I don't know.
Because she's independently wealthy and she can live in that giant abandoned warehouse.
How, I mean, I know.
I don't know.
Maybe this just shows our age, but the utilities on that.
She can't afford that place. I can't afford that place.
That would be
no. That's stupid.
What else? It was very clear that she wasn't doing the dancing. They had doubles for everything. They had
yes, and
why not just hire an actress who's also a dancer?
See, and here's the thing: at the very end of the movie, which a lot of the video is really, the end of the movie.
This is an MTV kind of movie.
It is. You can plainly see that it's not her.
Oh yeah.
It's another lady with the wig.
Well, in that final, okay, so let me just look, this is so bad. Let me catch you up. So it shows all her struggles with these people and whatever, and she's trying to get into this. Is it bedtime?
I'll have to wake up tomorrow.
She's trying to get into this dance school or dance company or whatever. She has no formal training, but she's trying to get in, and the dad boyfriend pulls some strings.
That's right, he does,
to get her the audition,
and she gets mad.
So
she didn't make it on her own.
She gets mad, but she gets over it because she's a kid. So she goes to the audition, and the dance thing is what you see like in the video and stuff. There was a double for the dancing. She does that leap in the air. That was a different double. That was a gymnast. And then she does a little break dancing for this ballet company.
That was Crazy Legs.
Yeah. That was a guy. They dressed up as her. And if you watch the scene and pause it in the right spot, clearly you can see that's a guy.
And he's got a mustache.
Mm-hmm. He refused to shave the mustache.
Yeah. That, honestly, to me, I didn't catch that because I thought that was Alex.
Did you?
With the no, I'm joking. I don't know. But even the dancing in that last scene, look, you don't root for her because
you don't really know anything about her.
Now, I'll say this. You don't root against her because you're not invested in her at all. You don't like her, love her, or hate her. You just don't. And it's stupid because then she does breakdancing in her audition to a ballet school
company.
I don't know what it is. And so they cheer for her. At one scene, there's the guy tapping his foot because he's so into it, man. And then the secretary's there and she starts clapping. She reminds me of the mother squirrel from Emmett Otter's Jughead Christmas.
Yeah, they have the secretary there on this panel of judges. I don't get. She was on Little House on the Prairie, by the way.
I don't know, but this lady, it was ridiculous.
It was kind of silly,
But you know what I love though? I do like about that scene. It was the 80s, man. You could light up anywhere you wanted.
They were smoking.
Yeah, smoke. One guy was smoking a fat cigar.
But like
why not?
Any member of a ballet company or school or whatever who saw that movie is, their reaction was somewhat like when you watch a medical drama. He's a nurse, and so they're watching it going, that would never happen.
I'm sure they are.
Because it wouldn't.
Luckily, I keep my mouth shut and I don't say anything.
I guess for you, the best part of this movie was the leg warmers.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, what are you going to rate this thing?
It just didn't, there wasn't much to it.
No. It was difficult to watch.
It was very boring. 1983 style, but...
Yeah, but it was, and I don't even want to talk about it anymore. No. I was almost going to say you got to see it. No, you don't. You're not going to miss anything.
You told people to watch St. Elmo's Fire, but not Flashdance?
Yes. And I'm going to tell you why. Because St. Elmo's Fire, even though, like I said...
They were detestable.
You're right. But
I hated those characters.
Haha! That's the reason. That's the reason right there. Because at least that movie made you feel something. This movie, I didn't feel a thing. It was just, I didn't care. And I think
it had better music.
And it did, but I think that's worse. I think it's better to watch a bad movie that you really don't like, that you hate. At least you're watching it. It keeps you interested.
I don't agree with that because
you're wrong.
I think Flashdance is totally riffable. Like you could watch that and make jokes through the whole thing, and it would be that. But would be awesome.
St. Elmo's Fire.
St. Elmo's Fire, no, it's a bunch of drips. No,
You can make a lot of jokes. It sounds.
I think Flashdance is more riffable, and you know what?
Maybe that's true.
Number 139, Flashdance star rating.
Oh dear Lord, I'm gonna give it 1 star.
Not 1.5 for the leg warmers. I'll give it 1 star too. It was still better than St. Elmo's Fire, but they're both terrible. So it's like, I mean, comparing 2 things you hate. I'm so conflicted. Well, that's it for Flashdance. Hopefully we'll never have to watch that again.
No, I won't. I will never watch it again.
The next movie we're reviewing is number 138.
Is it 138?
Crush Groove, 140, okay. 139, 138.
I know, but we're skipping some that we've seen.
Well, no, it's 138.
All
Crush Groove.
Yes.
Until next time.